Coffee Cuties, we are back with another banger. And today we are going to be discussing how white women are mad because Asian people are rocking 4C/type 4 hair. So let's just get right into it. So as we know, anytime us as black women, when we come together and we talk about anything involving black issues, whether it's our hair, whether it's our culture overall, there is always going to be some white people spying in the corners trying to figure out what we have going on. And once I dropped my video the other day about Asian people now rocking 4C hair, or attempting to rather, the comments went into a frenzy, and I am going to address it all today. So there was a lot of people in the comments calling black women hypocrites. They were saying we are the culture appropriators. Some people were actually in agreement with the Asian people embracing the type 4C natural hair. It was so many opinions and perspectives. I want to take the time to thank each and every person who took the time to watch the video, comment, etc. I am going to get back to a lot of comments as well. But in this video, I am going to sum up the main talking points that I noticed within the comment section and then just close out with final thoughts. So we're going to start with number one, and that is, how can black women be mad when we wear weave, we straighten our hair, we perm our hair, etc.? So I want to ask the question, what other race of women had literal laws passed in order for us to have to assimilate into a society's beauty standards that was not made for us? So black women had to deal with so much discrimination surrounding our hair throughout the years. One, for example, being a law passed called the Tegan Law, where down in Louisiana, black women had to literally cover up their hair because white women were so jealous of the beauty of our hair, how it was so versatile, etc. They ran to their men to put laws in place so that we could not show off our beautiful hair. Once again, proving that we were literally discriminated against for things that we were born with. Next, there is also something involving the military. Back in 2014, the military actually passed a law stating that a lot of afro-textured hair, such as twists, etc., were banned from the military, which later had to be overturned after the outrage. But we had to face, again, so much discrimination that there is actually something called the Crown Act. And the Crown Act is so that workplaces, work environments, etc., can no longer discriminate people, not hire them for jobs, etc., due to their hair. So I want to ask, what laws were created for Asian women not to be able to wear their hair as it grows out of their scalp? Also, what opportunities did they miss out on, such as missing out on jobs, being kicked out of schools, etc.? Because there are so many cases of black women and just black people happen to go through that throughout history. But I also want to next address the comments about calling black women cultural appropriators when it comes to white women because of the blonde wigs, etc. Again, we are forced to adapt into a beauty standard, a society that was not made for us. And the hypocrisy comes in because you guys force us through laws to change our hair, straighten our hair, etc., or else we won't be deemed as quote unquote acceptable. And when we do those things, you turn around and mock us, make fun of us, and say, oh, you're not wearing your real hair. So it's just a lot of hypocrisy that goes on with all of that. But next, I am going to address the talking point that we as black women should be happy that Asian people are embracing our hair texture, our hair type, etc., putting it on a pedestal, etc. I just want to start off by saying that I personally have no problem with them admiring our hair and wanting to rock it, etc., as long as they pay tribute to the creators or the originators, which is black women. But the problem comes in where a lot of people, they don't actually like to pay tribute. They like to just take it as if it is their own and not basically kiss the ring. So this goes back to the whole blueprint conversation. So a lot of people, they'll see us as the originators. They'll enjoy it secretly, but publicly they'll mock it. They'll undermine it. just all type of negative things that you could think of. They'll say negative words about it. They'll give you crazy looking stares, all type of stuff. But then next thing you know, after they're ridiculing you for it, you'll wake up or you'll just turn on the TV one day and you'll see them rocking it. As Lashee say, they like to mock us, then they jock us. And that is where the problem lies for me personally. They also like to have the fun parts of rocking our styles, etc., but they don't want to deal with the backlash of it all. So they just want to rock our styles, be embraced. Again, they want the rhythm, but they don't want the blues. I actually am going to insert a video from Chris Rock's documentary, Good Hair, showing how an Asian man actually felt about our hair at this time, which it was not too long ago. It was just in 2009. And then I'm going to come back with more commentary.
Your hair's no good. Well, it's black hair. I know. For black people. But black people don't wear that no more. So my nappy hair is not worth anything.
No. They don't want to, Africa like this.
Okay.
They want to look the style. Right now you're looking at all the legacy, all the style.
They want to look sexy. They want
sexy
this.
looking.
So this is sexy.
Yeah.
Nobody walks around with nappy hair no more.
No. You see that? How many people they do it? No. You make sure they get straight. Look on.
All right, we are back, and that is just one example of many to really expose how Asian people as a collective really feel about our hair. Of course, this is not all. However, there are a lot of people in the Asian community that feels that way. And before someone in my comment section tries to point out how the black woman was also speaking negatively, for one, she is a black woman, and for two, we understand that there are a lot of internalized texturism conversations that need to be had amongst black women for the reasons that I stated earlier. So this video is to highlight the way Asians feel about black hair. So to get in the comment section to try to deter the conversation is not going to happen. But anyway, we as black women, we shouldn't need the approval of others in order to embrace our beauty, and that includes our hair. We should be able to embrace our beauty and our hair regardless of what the world thinks. So when it came to that whole, this is teaching me how to embrace and love my natural hair, I kind of got to give a little bit of pushback, because these Asian people that I highlight without the video, they are using it more as a trend. And as we know, trends come and go. And I would just hate for black women to not, once they no longer see that, for example, Asian people are repping our hair type, they no longer feel like they can embrace and love their natural hair. The embracing, the loving, the accepting, it should come from within. But I also want to say, just because a few Asians are embracing 4C type for hair does not exempt Asians from the treatment of black people throughout the decades. So, for example, when it comes to our experience as black women within going to the beauty supply store, we all have our horror stories from being followed around the store. That's where the whole hurry up and buy narrative came from. There is literally videos all over the internet of Asian people fighting black women, following them, like I said, and unfortunately even unaliving them, whether it's hair stores, nail shops, etc. So having a few people rock some 4C textured hair is not going to change all of this. So this definitely has to be highlighted as well. And this goes back to the rhythm and not the blues, because I don't see those people dancing on TikTok, embracing the type 4C hair, speaking up against the issues that the people within their community have towards black people. But next, I also want to talk about a company called Ebin. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Ebin, New York, where a woman on TikTok came forward and talked about the discrimination she faced while working for the company. Now, the company is known for having a lot of black products that cater to black women and black hair, but they were again discriminating against a black woman. So I'm going to insert that video and then come back with more commentary.
The wig is secure, but your job isn't.
Black people in general, listen up.
The company behind the beauty products many of us use every day is under fire.
They don't have no type of respect for us.
Former employees say that Ebin, New York is marketed to black people, but behind the scenes,
They don't care. They don't care.
her videos have millions of people talking on social media.
It was just a complete living nightmare.
Black employees allegedly targeted by their Korean managers, kicked out of meetings, forced to stay in dirty hotel rooms, and claims of racism that had many of them in tears at work.
My mental was really messed up for a very long time.
How are black people being treated? But
All right, we are back. And in conclusion, white women have been in black women's business, attempting to police our beauty for many, many decades. And in 2024, as you can see in the comment section on the previous video, they are still in the comment section to this day, trying to deter the conversation and minding business that is not there. But today, we are no longer falling for it. We are not going to allow you guys to rewrite history, come up with all these false narratives, etc., just again to deter the conversation against the overall talking point, and that was that Asian people are now putting type 4/4C hair on a pedestal. I know that you are mad, you are hating, but you're gonna have to continue to be mad because again, it is a new day, and black women, we are embracing and loving our natural hair, and it's looking like other people are trying to mimic as well. But as we know, we are the blueprint. Everything else is the carbon copy. Again, I have no issue with other races attempting to basically put our beauty on a pedestal, etc., as long as they are paying tribute and also not just trying to take the good parts of our soul, of our rhythm, once again, without addressing the blues that comes along with it. But this is the end of this video. I am more curious what the comment section thinks. Again, I will be going through each and every comment on this video and the previous one. I also just want to thank you guys so much for watching the previous one. Please run the numbers up on this one as well by telling a friend to tell a friend, because it is lit over here and we have a lot more videos to come. But before I go, I also want to state that I did open up my memberships channel. So I will be doing on-camera content on my membership page. So be sure to sign up for that. Also, I have my coffee cutie mugs available on my website. So be sure to check that out as well. But until next time, see ya.